say you had this kind of limitless amount of funding, for example, and you were kind of given the job to prioritize each of these different projects that you're interested in. How do you think you would spend all of this funding? How do you think you would prioritize and reorganize?
Well, infinity is a very large number.
Well, let's say arbitrarily large, but not infinite.
Well, in the case of axion searches, proton decay, exoplanets is another one that we didn't mention, but is very, very, very interesting. These are not limitless projects. I mean, let me put it this way: you could do a lot with a very finite fraction of the the available wealth of the United States. I think, if I remember correctly, our gross national product every year is $22 trillion, something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't think it would be crazy to invest $1 trillion each year, and that would be ample to fund, I think, those initiatives more than adequately. In fact, it wouldn't require anywhere near that amount. So now, if you want to build gigantic new accelerators, it could get serious. But even then, they're much less than $1 trillion over several years. So you just got to So I think the answer is all of the above. You should do all of them, and you should also spend more on science education and make sure that the young people who could be contributing and would like to contribute, or who would just like to appreciate and be able to have the fun of understanding what's going on, that they should be brought to a level where they can do that, have the opportunity. So the scientific experiments is also, investing in improving the internet and communications, so as to enable that kind of worldwide educational process. But of course, just building the infrastructure is not enough. You also have to train teachers and develop teaching tools to make that happen. So, with $1 trillion a year, I could do a lot. Not that I'm volunteering to administer, but that we could change the world in a very, very positive way with that kind of investment. And I don't think it's a crazy thing to be asked to ask. I know it's politically completely impossible in the present situation, but if wiser people were in charge, and the value of long-term investments were appreciated, I think that would be a very wise one.